When you believe the crescent moon is in the palm of your hand, something profound begins to shift within your mind. This belief is not just poetic, it's a radical rewiring of how you perceive the world, your life, and yourself. It's a declaration that says, I am no longer confined by the dimensions others have placed around me. Because the truth is, most of the limits you face are not physical. They are psychological. They are constructs born from fear, past failure, rejection, doubt, and societal conditioning. You've been told your dreams are too big, your path too unclear, your chances too slim. But the moment you accept the possibility that even the moon can rest in your hand, you shatter the mental chains holding you back. You begin to question what you've always accepted as truth. You stop asking for permission to dream and start giving yourself the freedom to create. That shift in perception is everything. The voice in your head that once said, "I'm not good enough," starts to fade. In its place grows a quieter but stronger voice. What if I am? You no longer wait for proof before you act. You act knowing the proof will follow. That's what happens when you see beyond limits. Your future is no longer a product of your past. It becomes a reflection of your belief. This shift doesn't mean problems disappear. It means you see them differently. You start navigating life with a kind of inner vision, trusting that detours are part of the design, not signs of defeat. You become adaptable, creative, and resilient. Obstacles turn into opportunities because your mindset has transformed. Fear, which once dominated your decisions, loses its grip. Doubt, which used to paralyze you, becomes fuel. And comparison, which stole your joy, becomes irrelevant because your eyes are no longer on others. They're focused forward, on the life you're shaping from the inside out. Most people think success begins with a plan, but it really begins with permission. The permission to believe you are worthy of something greater. Seeing beyond limits means breaking that invisible wall between what you desire and what you think is possible. It means no longer living in survival mode, but stepping into creative mode, where you understand that your thoughts are tools, your words are seeds, and your imagination is sacred. This is not about arrogance. It's not about pretending you have all the answers. It's about living with spiritual confidence, a quiet knowing that you are guided and that your purpose was not an accident. Once you embrace the possibility that you hold the moon in your palm, life begins to mirror that vision. Not immediately, not all at once, but surely and powerfully. You no longer wait for the right time. You no longer shrink to fit There's a powerful shift that occurs the moment you begin to walk through life as if you are already holding the crescent moon in your hand. It's not about arrogance, it's about alignment. This belief triggers a transformation, not just in what you do, but in who you become. Your posture changes, your voice deepens with conviction, your eyes reflect clarity, and most importantly, your energy, the silent language you carry everywhere, begins to broadcast something very different to the universe. Without even trying, your presence begins to attract things that defy logic and exceed your expectations. Energy is not mystical, it's measurable. It's the vibration of your thoughts, the rhythm of your intentions, the charge of your belief system. Most people operate on a frequency of doubt, fear, comparison, and scarcity. That energy repels miracles. It's defensive. It's tense. It communicates, I don't believe I'm ready yet. But when you shift into the energy of belief, true, embodied belief, your frequency rises. You begin to vibrate at a level that calls things into your life that others would call luck, fate, or coincidence. But it's none of those. It's alignment. It's resonance. It's the power of inner conviction radiating outward and rearranging what flows into your orbit. People feel it before they understand it. They sense something in you that they can't explain. You walk into rooms with presence. You speak with fewer words but more meaning. You don't chase validation because you're already grounded in your own truth. That creates a magnetic force. The opportunities that once felt out of reach now begin to find you. The mentors, the connections, the resources, the right timing, it all starts showing up. Not because it's magic, but because you've become the kind of person who's ready to receive. What once required immense effort now feels more like alignment. This doesn't mean you stop working hard. It means you're no longer working against yourself. You're no longer begging life to treat you well. You're embodying the belief that life already wants to support you, and that simple shift magnetizes the extraordinary. The universe, God, the unseen order of things, whatever name you give it, responds not to desperation, but to faith, not to panic, but to poise, not to confusion, but to clarity. That's the kind of energy that draws the unexplainable toward you. It's not loud or aggressive. It's quiet and powerful. It's the kind of energy that changes rooms, opens doors, and bends reality in your favor. And it doesn't matter where you come from, what your past looks like, or how long you've been waiting. Once your energy shifts, once you start believing that you already hold the moon, the things you used to chase will begin to chase you. You become a beacon, not a beggar. You become a mirror for what is possible. And in return, the world reflects that possibility back to you through signs, synchronicities, and blessings that others may never. The moment you carry the belief that the crescent moon rests in your palm, you stop needing to prove your worth to the world. You no longer rely on external validation, applause, or recognition to feel seen. Instead, you walk with quiet power, an inner light that doesn't beg to be noticed, but cannot be ignored. This presence is not forced. It's not manufactured through ego or performance. It's the result of genuine transformation. And the most beautiful part is this: without even trying, you begin to inspire others in ways you may never fully realize. We live in a world starved for authenticity. So many people are performing, putting on masks, chasing trends, and trying to fit into boxes they were never meant to fit in. But when someone like you comes along, someone who radiates self-belief, peace, and groundedness, it's like a breath of fresh air. People don't always know what it is about you that moves them, but they feel it. They feel it in your silence, in your stillness, in your refusal to settle or shrink. You become a mirror, not because you preach or correct them, but because your existence reflects back to them what is possible within themselves. You'll notice people asking you different kinds of questions. Not just about what you do, but about who you are. They'll want to know why you're so calm when things fall apart. Why you're so hopeful in a world that often feels cynical. Why you keep going when most people would give up. And the truth is, you may not always have the words to explain it. Because it's not just something you say. It's something you live. That's the power of alignment. You don't need to market your soul. You just need to walk in truth. And others will begin to feel safe enough to question their own. This ripple effect is one of the most powerful forces on earth. Your belief in yourself gives others permission to believe in themselves. Your discipline inspires those still living in delay. Your courage becomes a quiet challenge to everyone still paralyzed by fear. And it's not because you're trying to lead. It's because you've chosen to embody what others only dare to imagine. This kind of inspiration lasts longer than any motivational quote or trending video. It lives in memory, in energy, in presence. People don't always remember what you said, but they always remember how you made them feel. And when you carry the crescent moon in your hand, when your spirit shines with the kind of peace and purpose that can't be faked, they feel that. You become more than a person. You become a symbol of what it looks like to rise without noise, to grow without seeking permission, to believe without needing proof. And that, more than anything, becomes the legacy you leave in every space you walk into.